movements for event number 5. Let's take a look. We're starting out with shoulder to overhead. So these could be strict press, push jerk, split jerk. The sole thing that judges are looking for is that the barbell is meeting at the same time at the top. So they're meeting at the top. If your partner is a little bit quicker than you, as long as they hold that bar at the top and maintain that position until you meet at the same time, that movement will count. Your next barbell movement is going to be snatches. So again, partners start from the ground. They just need to make sure that they are in a full locked out position at the top in order for the rep to count. Okay, let's take a look at rec division for the cleans. They are not a synchronized movement. They can be split unevenly or evenly. So partner 1 can do some cleans, and then partner 2 can do some cleans. Again, we're just looking to make sure that it's fully stood up. Your elbows are in front of the bar. All right, let's take a look at front squats. So front squats are in all divisions, and this is a synchronized movement. So we are looking that both athletes are reaching full depth in their front squat and they're standing up. All you need to make sure as well for standing up, even if you're a little bit quicker than your partner, is that you're meeting at the top together. So as long as you're in a full locked out position at the top, that rep is going to count as synchronized. All right. Your next synchronized movement is overhead lunges. Overhead lunges are in most categories. So you can snatch this bar or you can clean and jerk this bar in order to get it into the overhead position. These lunges will be step back lunges. So step forward is not going to count. Again, the rep is only going to count when the bar is fully stood up at the same time together. So if you're a little bit ahead of your partner, just wait for your partner to catch up before you go into your next step back lunge. And finally, the very last movement is front rack lunges. This is for the rec and masters intermediate division. Again, these are step back lunges. And in order for the rep to count, both teammates need to be fully locked out, stood at the top at the same time. So if you're a little ahead of your partner, just stand and wait for your partner to catch up.
Okay, let's take a look at burpee box jump overs for all divisions. The common standards that we're looking for is that you need to do your burpee before you get onto the box. Both feet will need to touch the box and your body needs to get to the other side of the box. This could be a jump or a step, and you can jump or step in every division. Let's take a look at what an example is going to be. So Ireland is going to lay down beside her box. Everything needs to be touching the ground, chest, legs, etc. She's going to jump up and over top of the box. Both feet touch the box, so that's going to be a complete wrap. Again, lay down on the ground. You can also step over top of the box, so both feet will need to touch the top of the box in order for that rep to count. So here are a couple of reps that are good reps. However, in this rep here, both feet didn't touch the box. It was a little wild, but let's take a look at another one. And one foot on top of the box. Okay, here's the setup for the competitive division handstand push-ups that are strict. There's going to be a flat mat. Your hands are going to need to be within the taped line that will be on the mat. Again, athletes will kick up to a full handstand. Their heels need to be touching the wall. Your head needs to touch the mat at the bottom, and no other part of your body can touch the wall. Oh, and we're starting off with a no rep. That's okay though. So her feet came off the wall before she was fully locked out at the top. So that'll be a no rep for Ireland, but we'll give it another go. So feet are on the wall, touches her head, and full lock out at the top. So as you can see, nothing else is touching the wall, and that will be a complete rep. Okay, this is the setup for the Masters Competitive Strict Handstand Push-Up. There'll be a flat mat and an AbMat. Masters will need to kick up to the wall in a handstand to start the handstand push-up. Your heels are the only thing that can touch the wall. Your head needs to touch the mat, and you need to go to a full locked out position in order for the rep to count. Okay, this is the handstand push-up setup for the intermediate and Masters Intermediate divisions. Kipping handstand push-ups or strict handstand push-ups, there'll be a flat mat and an AbMat. The athlete needs to kick up to a handstand to begin the handstand push-up. Their head needs to touch the mat. They can then bring their knees down into their kip. And their heels are the only thing that's going to be allowed to touch the wall. So if their bum touches the wall, that's going to be a no rep. They need to be in a fully locked out position. They can then return their head back down to the mat and do another handstand push-up or kick off the wall. But if their feet come off the wall before they're in that locked out position, that will be a no rep. Okay, let's go over the standards for the hand release push-ups for the rec division. So athletes are going to start in a plank position. They're going to lower their bodies to the ground. Their hands need to leave the ground. And they need to return back to a plank position in order for that to be a successful rep. Let's take a look at a couple of these.